Eli Yastrib's log. After the success of a base defense mission previously, we have been tasked once again to defend people's property against Clan Wolf. The issue is, even though we've gone up now to 6 mechs in our own deployment, 6 whole mechs, that's larger than a single clan star, well, we still don't field anything heavier than the 50-ton Medusa, and on this particular drop there is not one, but 2 Blood Asp assault mechs, 90 tons of metal and death, headed our way. I mean, look at that. Double Ultra AC-10, that's 4 AC-10 rounds, well, per Alpha Strike, double Clan Gauss rifled, quadruple heavy medium laser, and enough armor to make me just want to cry. So we'll have to see if our Lance is up for the challenge. I certainly hope so, and if we are, we'll take home quite a lot from this one. Combat has already been joined just by a couple of preliminary movements here, including a Fire Moth and a Battle Armor, and we have gotten our turrets online, which include a standard Shredder turret, a standard LRM turret, a Calliope turret, which is relatively promising, double large, double medium pulse, quadruple LRM5, and that seems to be it. We also have support from wheeled APCs, although I'm more interested in using them to draw fire away from us than I am, well, interested in their ability to dish it out. Probably the most promising ally we have is a quad PPC turret, which is not exactly ideal. So we're going to do the standard thing and reserve down just a little bit. The goal is to let them come to us just a tad more. And the Fire Moth, by the way, went in for a kick on that wheeled APC, so what you just saw right there is the Calliope turret opening up a full volley and ripping through half the Fire Moth in one go. That's perfect for me, I love that, that's exactly what I want to see. Although, you know, my opponent's landing their Gauss rifle shots is not. Anything that we don't have to do for cleanup on these small mechs, like that, Fire Moth being taken down, is something that will increase our chances of surviving against the mechs that remain. So, this is really just, it's going to be a bit of a grind. It's going to be a bit of one of the, those missions where you're not sure if you're going to succeed until the end of round 10, you're not sure if you're going to succeed until you take these mechs off the field for good. I mean, look at that. That's a kill right there. Blood Asp just demolishing his first target in one go, and that's what he's designed to do. The only problem with this guy is, one, he's going to break his own ultra autocannons from time to time. This one should just be a jam, not complete destruction, unless you rolled a really, really unlucky crit, and even then I'm not sure. I think it has to be damaged first. But there's also only 2 pips of evasion on that mech, which mean that we can reasonably well be certain of hitting it from time to time, which is not enough of a statement. The other thing that we have going for us, geez, we're losing 2 of the APCs already. The other thing we have going for us is that smaller mechs have accuracy bonuses against larger mechs, and most of our mechs are smaller than that thing. In fact, everything is smaller than that Blood Asp. Return fire so far a little bit wide, which is honestly a little unexpected. These turrets don't have any evasion, so generally they are relatively easy targets. And let's see what we can do going right down the pipe. I'm a little worried about the battle armor on that Kit Fox. There's also battle armor on this Kit Fox, so maybe not quite yet. Let's just see if we can get that battle armor to do nothing. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, well, no joy there. Let's get, so our 6th mech is a Mist Lynx, and despite the long list of weapons over here, really the only one that matters for right now is the ER Large Laser. Everything else is only good in close combat, and there's no way I'm getting close to either of these Kit Foxes while they're still carrying their standard complement of battle armor. So we'll move up with it, though. We will, I guess, get prepared to handle those targets and see what we can do with an ER Large Laser. Nearly 50 points of damage, not bad. And that's one of the battle armors offline, good. So let's move up somebody else. Let's get our Gauss rifle. This guy is our sniper mech, and he has his work cut out for him today. The thing about the Clan Gauss rifle is that it does ignore some evasion, so we might be able to use it on these Kit Foxes, but not when they have 7 pips of evasion. It's just too much. So let's go in for this guy, keep hitting him. I want those Ultra AC-10s down, and while I do want salvage, we have 4 pieces of select salvage from this. If we get lucky, we might be able to field our own Blood Asp this early in the campaign, which would be one way to put our recovery as a mech company on the fast track. But it is far from a sure thing, and it's not something that I really want to gamble on either. So let's see what the Medusa can do. We're a little bit danger close to this guy for next turn, but on the other hand, our Medusa is going to be the best tool in our arsenal to kill the battle armor that Kit Fox is carrying. So let's see, Artemis 4s versus Infernos. Let's just go into the Artemis 4 for damage, and we'll use the plasma cannons to see if we can get him to cook just a little bit. Alright, that's not bad. Pilot injury, simple fracture. Not going to have too much of a benefit from that, but I think it's, yeah, slight accuracy penalty. Everything we can get in that regard is very, very much appreciated. Okay, now comes the hard part. Let's go over here. We're just on the long end of range for the HEs, but yeah. Let's go with the extra range and Streak SRM-4. We landed the Streak, which I'm kind of surprised by. That doesn't tend to fire unless, well, that doesn't fire unless everything is going to hit. And then could shoot there, or we could go right here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to pile on to the already damaged Kit Fox. Not a lot of fast damage to be had here, but we'll do what we can. Actually, a pretty good peg right there with the first medium pulse. Battle armor, yeah. Okay, so we have structure exposed on the Kit Fox, and the battle armor itself has been damaged reasonably heavily. That's an obstructed shot. Obstructed shots tend to decrease the amount of damage that you deal, which is not what we want to do here. So let's go up again. This is very risky. That battle armor could well just kill my Jenner outright. Could just kill him, and we'd have no recourse. On the other hand, well, only 25 points of damage isn't really all that worth it. Now, we do have some allies, the wheeled APCs that are remaining, and a couple of them carry some decent armament. LRMs, every little bit of instability that we can get on that guy is nice. Oh, they failed the swarm attack. Okay, good. Good. Otherwise, that might well have been a kill. Jeez. Elemental battle armor, that needs to die even more than the assault mechs do, if you believe it. Otherwise, that's going to basically one-shot something on our side of the field. Which, yeah, no, that's a good recipe for death. Let's see what we can get with the Mist Lynx. This guy has lots of micropulses and other sort of ultra-short-range armaments that we can get just up in front of that elemental. This should be reasonably painful, but we'll have to see. Decent chances to hit, even with the ER large, which is nice. Yeah, that's a lot of hits, but it's a lot of scattered damage as well, which means that none of the actual battle armors are taken offline. And they function basically like, I like to think of them as mech arms, pretty much, because they each carry their own weaponry, and you can whittle down the amount of fire that these elementals dish out just by taking out individual suits. We have a good start. Please don't shoot my mechs. Thank you. Alright. Fine. Fine. They're moving at 8. That's the other Kit Fox. Well, that's the one we already damaged. Let's see what he's going to shoot in at. Wheeled APC. Gauss Rifle finds another victim. We're fielding that same model, by the way, the Kit Fox H, except... Oh, no. No, we're not. We have Kit Fox A. Very similar armament. I'm kind of surprised by that. So he's already moved, so... Okay, let's get the Jenner to C, and we're going to start our flanking on this side by flanking the Kit Fox. And do I actually want that? His left side's injured. Let's go over here, and let's get a little closer. There we go. And we're going to switch back to the high explosive ammunition since we're out of close range. That should increase our accuracy reasonably well. That's a lot of orange, that's a lot of internal structure damage, and one very, very upset Kit Fox, which makes me quite a happy man. So now we just have the healthy Kit Fox on the other side. Nice hit onto the Medusa. A little bit unfortunate that. And they have dropped off the battle armor on that side as well. The good news about that is once they're dropped off, they're very slow. So I'm not necessarily worried about taking more hits from that. Is that really the best accuracy we can get on these guys? Okay, no, this is slightly better. We're at extremely close range. If this battle armor survives, one of our light mechs will not. It's just that simple. There it is. Entire unit taken out by the Jenner. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. And the elemental salvageable part, which should be, I think, our second elemental salvageable part, although I'm less interested in that than I am in the Blood Asps, clearly. We have an exposed left torso, which has a decent risk of blowing up more of the mech than I'd like in order to preserve it for good salvage. But, well, I don't think we can afford to care about that until after the first one is dead. So, you know what we're going to do now? We're going to reserve one more time, and that's our Calliope turret. Ultra AC-10 destroyed. It's too bad as well, I would have liked to have that. Knocked down on the Blood Asp. This is good. Now we can pile into called locations. So we can go for a head hit, we can go for anything like that. Low odds of it happening, but if it does, then we'll be able to take that mech largely intact. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to come up here with the Kit Fox. 10% damage reduction on this guy, and how much does he have here on his head? He's already taken a head hit, that's very nice. That's going to be, what, 33, 43... If our Gauss rifle hits him in the head, 5% chance, then we'll head cap this mech. Nope, left torso. Well, we had to try for it, you don't always get it. And we might actually panic him out if the turrets keep firing in. That's a lot of damage. Only the first two, never mind. Would have been nice to see all four of those pile in. But I suppose beggars can't be choosers. Let's go in with the Whitworth, and this should be enough to either panic him out or outright kill him, if I'm lucky. Let's see. Yep. We have the CT exposed. I'd rather not kill him that way, though. I'd rather kill him... We're going to aim for the head. Odds are we're going to core this guy out. Yeah. That looks like a core. One salvageable part. Shit. Okay, in order to be able to have a chance, let alone a certainty of getting a Blood Asp from this, we have to take four parts from the Blood Asp Prime, which means we need to not kill him. Well, we need to force the pilot out instead of killing him outright. Okay, so that means our Medusa is coming up. We're going to only shoot at this guy with the Medusa until it becomes, well, untenable for us to do so. And give me all that fire. One shot, two shots, two hits off the plasma. That's an additional 20% to his heat generation as well. So there's a decent chance of him cooking himself, which if he explodes is bad, clearly. But if he doesn't, will definitely help us. Mech on fire, double Gauss. That's gotta be a dead APC. Holy crap. Holy crap. Alright, but he's cooking. Good. Next turn we'll go around his rear end with the Medusa, and we'll unload into his rear arc, which should panic him a little bit more. And prevent us from piling on to the damage that's going to be done to the front arc from our turrets. Yep, that's another kill. That battle armor, just absurdly powerful. Elementals are ridiculously strong. Ridiculously strong. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies on the field, including that wheeled... Sorry, including the elemental suit, and our wheeled APC won't be able to do much to him at all. Okay, missed links. The issue now is that if I... So he's already moved. He's already moved. If I go in with the missed links, we have to commit ourselves to killing this battle armor this turn. But let's try and 1-2 punch him just like we did the last one. First with the missed links, then with our other mech. His SRMs are out of ammunition, that is nice. But it still doesn't guarantee that we'd live. Unfortunately, it looks like we missed with the large laser. We missed with a lot more this time around. So that's going to be a harder kill. Jeez, okay. Alright. Alright. Probably should have moved the Kit Fox a bit more than I did, eh? But what can we hit? We can hit the elementals. I don't want to yet. Let's go with the Genera 2C. Let's get right up in this guy's face. Again, a little bit worse accuracy than before, and my guess is that'll translate to the elementals surviving this. Yeah, they did. I mean, we took out a couple units, but they still have, it looks like, 3 suits left. Yeah, all in danger close. Oh, geez, ow. What the hell? That was friendly fire. The Kit Fox friendly fired his own battle armor. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay, so now they have 1 suit left. About 30 for the armor and internals, which means we can do a lot. We can do a lot with that, indeed. First thing is how much... Yep, okay, we're going to go right here, and we're going to shoot in at the rear arc of this Kit Fox. Please give me a kill. No. Didn't even rip off another arm. That's really kind of upsetting. It split almost 50-50. Okay, so we could Gauss rifle the elemental. Be a bit of a waste. But I think it would be a good idea just to get him off the board, and that leaves just the Kit Fox on that side. So please get a kill. There it is, drilled right into him. Last unit down. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, I don't really care about the only one salvageable part. That's really not what I'm worried about at the moment. Let's get a shot here. Another rear arc shot, and the Whitworth should be able to finish this off reasonably well. Yeah, there it is. We didn't need half of that or more. But we had it anyway, so that's good. I mean, I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Kit Fox is sensor locked by some of our allies, and now it's the Medusa's turn once more. Let's get up on the high ground, on the sprints, or actually on the jump, maybe. No, let's go on the sprint. Jump is even more of a accuracy debuff, and we don't quite have enough of that to spare. We will do a little bit of damage here, but not much. These guys do, yeah, it shouldn't be enough to expose that rear arc this volley. Maybe next volley. Plasma cannons don't do any structure damage at all, just heat damage. But we're really loading them up on heat. Might be able to cook that. Geez, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every single one of those PPCs pounding into the Kit Fox, who it looks like he stood still to shoot. That's gonna be his mistake, isn't it? Small pulse destroyed. Unsettled. You know, honestly, we're handling the assault mech a little bit better than I had feared.
Eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
And just in time for hostile reinforcement. No! That is the worst position possible. Well, maybe not the worst, but it's certainly up there. Jenner 2C, a couple vehicles. It's a much lighter set of opponents. I don't see any battle armor. Arctic Cheetah. Okay, tank, Puma pursuit vehicle. It could be worse than it is. Not much worse than it is, but it could be worse. Alright, our objective is still the same. We're going to cook the Blood Asp out of his shell. That means that our Medusa is not going to be able to do anything about the new reinforcements for a little while. But what we can do something with is the Mist Links. We can do... Okay, Kit Fox is going to be fine. Alright, I am not panicked. I am worried. But worried and panicked are two different things. Kit Fox on the run, and our Whitworth takes a bit of a pounding, but I guess that's to be expected. And we still have reasonably heavy armor on here. So that's really not the worst. Okay, so he's moved. Let's reserve down. Let's let these guys get rid of their 8 evasion so that we can actually hit them. Then once we do that, it shouldn't be... Geez, okay, no, stop. So clan mechs have horrible debuffs to melee, which makes sense, but that's what I was afraid of, that rear attack structure exposed on my Jenner 2C... Was that 2C4? Yeah. These guys are the same loadout, except mine has a little bit heavier armor, because it's been modified in our mech bay. If that Arctic Cheetah just stands there, that's brilliant. Okay, he did. Good. So, Blood Asp is still some trouble. These guys are still some trouble. Jenner 2C needs to move. I would have liked to not have to move him like this, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to get down here. Actually, let's get into the woods. We still have... Okay, that's not great. What about... Alright, let's go right there. Into the woods, 7 pips of evasion. If that's not safe, then there's nothing I can do to make him safe. And we'll go with the HE's Precision Strike on this Kit Fox. Should be enough to get rid of him since there's tons of structure showing. Yep, that's a kill. Not bad at all. 4 salvageable parts off that too, honestly. If we can't pick up a Blood Asp, if it's physically impossible for us to do that, we might be well served by getting another Kit Fox and using him to replace our Mist Links. It is an improvement, even if only a modest one. Oh, jeez. That was the turret. Oh, man. Okay. Calliope turret. I'm never going to underestimate that again. The next time we go up against one, which would be base destruction, things like that, you can be damn sure that I'm going to kill that Calliope turret first, unless there's something even scarier that they have, but my opinion of that. Severely revised upward. Let's get our Whitworth around here and make this Jenner 2C4 pay for his audacity. Alright, 25, 15. If this doesn't kill, then I call bullshit. That should kill. There it is. Mech down. Wonderful. Whitworth is finally pulling his weight, which is nice. Nice. All it took was a complete rework twice. So, you know, put enough clan tech in something, it's going to be, at a minimum, reasonably effective, if not extraordinarily effective. Okay, Bandit Hovercraft. You know, I honestly think that a bunch of mediums are probably better probably more scary to us right now than the two Blood Asps were. If only because they have mobility and guns, and we can take mobility, we can take guns, but we can't take mobility and guns right now. Well, and armor, I suppose. They have all three. This guy has too much armor, not enough mobility, and that's what's letting us just pound him into the ground over and over and over again, although it doesn't really seem to be freaking him out that much. So, if we have to change up our strategy, we will, but we're not going to do it until forced to. So, that's the small pulses. We could get some good work done there. Let's see how far I can get the Mistlinks around. Yeah, okay, so the Mistlinks has to go first. This should be a reasonably guaranteed kill, though, just because similar weight class, lots of damage coming in, and it wasn't. I had to open my big fat mouth, didn't I? I always do that. I don't know why I do that. Okay, so instead of a guaranteed kill, instead of a possible kill there, we have to shoot in again at this Arctic cheetah. There it goes. Very nice. So now it's just the assault mech and two bandit hovercrafts, I suppose. Yeah, both no pursuit tank. Just looks like a hovercraft. I'm not really sure what the difference is between the two of them in lore, if they both have that sort of hovering. Okay, he's a lot more heavily armored. That's the difference. Well, if that's the case, we're going to Battle Lord, and then we're going to try to shoot in. Nice drill, 75 damage. Single hit location, that's what you need to take down tanks like this. And it was on his right side, so perfect placement for us on the next round, if we can get those two guys firing in again. The Blood Asp is going to be taking more damage now, but he sank all of that heat? I'm doing my best to cook you out, man, but even I have my limits. I mean, shit. Clan double heat sinks, I guess. They're a bit harder to cook than I would like. Okay, well, tell you what, let's reserve down for just a minute, and I want to shoot in the Gen 2C right here. That should be a right side, which means this could be a kill. Yeah, that looked like a good drill, and there it is, vehicle destroyed. Leaving just one more vehicle, and I'm actually going to wait for our turrets to shoot in at those vehicles and at the Blood Asp. Hoping they'll split their targeting and they'll hit the vehicle more than the Blood Asp, but we'll have to... I mean, we won't know until we know. Okay, so he's moving on 5, which means I have to do something. No precision strike here. Let's just shoot in again. And let's switch to the Artemis 4s. This is... I'm starting to think that we're just not going to get this guy, which is fine. We can still take a couple of parts and make it easier to field him in the future. But it is a tad upsetting that we can't put them together off of this. Although, I mean, it wouldn't be cheating per se, but it would be such a leg up to us right now. It would be sort of tantamount to that, I guess. Let's just shoot in. Not a lot of sense in too much maneuvering right now, unless I come back to, eat those words, but hopefully not, anyway. Here's our last chance for it. We can shoot in at this guy's cockpit with the Gauss rifle, and we have a 7% chance of head capping this guy. No, didn't make it. Because we didn't make it, now there's structure exposed. We're going to do the same thing to this one as we did to the last one, unfortunately. Just is how it works, I suppose. Yeah, the micropulses are really annoying to get in. But let's see what we can do here. I think this guy doesn't have quite as heavy armor as the last one, but still heavy enough to shrug that off, I suppose. And let's get the Whitworth. Alright, one last try to panic this guy out. We're going to go to his healthy side, and we're going to unload with the Whitworth everything that we can on this guy, just to try and panic out the pilot. Panic level critical? Come on, punch out, come on. Oh, give me a punch out, please. If we can get this mech, that would be so flipping good. Oh, jeez. Okay, structure exposed on the Medusa. We just took those Gauss rifles right to the chest. Yeah. Well, leg, I guess. We can't last another round of that. He either has to panic out or die this turn. There is no alternative. I'm not losing the Medusa on the chance to get this guy. It's not worth it. Not worth it. If we had more parts from the other one, it might be, but even then we don't have enough part selection. So, even then it really wouldn't be smart. Okay, well what we're going to do, we're going to get the Jenner over here. We're going to shoot in at this guy. See if we can get a kill on the bandit. I know this is probably a little bit overkill, but I guess not. Okay. Let's get the Mistlinks up here, and which side do I want to shoot in on? Let's actually go rear arc. I don't think we can punch through the rear arc with this right now. Not enough to kill. Maybe enough to kill. But it might well panic him out enough, because it's a rear angle shot. Come on. 2 parts destroyed. You had panic level critical. No, he's not getting out. Shit. Okay, well, let's reserve to 7. Let's get the Whitworth. And let's use him to hopefully kill this bandit. Come on. Give me a kill here. Yeah, we'll overheat just a little, but shouldn't be a problem. Just watch, the whole thing's gonna explode. No. Okay. Heatsink destroyed? Did I lose a heatsink? No, I didn't. Okay. General 2C, we still haven't been able to kill this guy. It's actually really worrying me. That's his left-hand side, so let's go right here. See, the reason this is worrying me is it's less that we have at our disposal to kill the that assault mech. Oh, come on. You're shitting me. Fine, fine, fine. Gauss rifle destroyed. That's the arm gone. No way we're getting 5 pieces from him now. And I can't reserve anything because we would run into... Alright, let's just hit this guy. Panicked, knocked down. Maybe he'll go. Maybe he'll punch. Oh! Pilot kill. How many pieces? How many pieces? How many pieces? Also, don't you stop friendly firing my mechs, please. I swear. Worthless. Worthless, worthless. Okay. Cool thing about this, by the way, is our Inferno rounds do a ton of damage to vehicles. So, yeah, there it is. I don't know how many pieces we got off of that Blood Asp. It might well have been enough if we get lucky with salvage, but... 78,720 C-bills, that's what I call a pathetic payout. But, yeah, we'll have more than that in repairs by the look of it. Still... 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Blood Asp Prime parts, 1 Blood Asp C part. 2 elemental parts, the Kit Foxes, ER Larges... Okay, there's nothing in here that's more valuable than the Blood Asp. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab 1, 2, 3 of those, and we're gonna grab all 4 of these for Blood Asp Prime. Fingers crossed we get the Blood Asp C. We got it, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. We have a 90-ton clan assault mech.